We'll start things off with some Western Major Baseball League playoff action. The Okotoks Dogs led the Lethbridge Bulls 2-1 heading into Game 4 of the series last night in Lethbridge, where the Dogs were looking to close out the series with a victory. Top of the first, the Dogs are threatening with 2 on for Zach Assman, and he hits into a 5-3 double play. The Bulls eventually escape the inning unscathed. Would that come back to haunt the Dogs, though? Doesn't look like it here. Top of the fourth, Jordan Procession doubles to the gap in right center to start things off. After a Cade Goda single, Sean Ketterling with a hit to short, but Matt Redfern can't handle it. A run scores, and it's 1-0 for the Dogs. Next batter, Jordan Bartnick grounds to first. Mitch Dornblatt goes for 2 and short hops it into the outfield, and the Dogs score another run to make it 2-0, bottom of the fifth. It's the Dogs' turn for some shaky defense. Dornblatt grounds to short, and Thomas Rodriguez lets one get away from him. Dornblatt advances to second on the air. And as you may be able to tell, it's raining, and it doesn't stop for the rest of the game. Next batter with an infield single as Emilio Torres has trouble fielding the ball cleanly. The Bulls would score on a sac fly, and later in the inning, Padaychuk ties the game with an RBI single. I bet the Dogs wish they gave themselves a little more breathing room when they had the chance now. Bottom of the sixth, bases are loaded. 1 out for Breton Guthrow, and he singles up the middle to score 2 for the Bulls, and they take a 4-2 lead. Top of the ninth, 5-3 Bulls. Dogs won't go away. Bases are loaded with 1 out, and Procession is at the plate. Jake Hansen walks him. It's 5-4. Tyson Hudson comes in to face the next batter, David Hole, and he hits into the 6-4-3 double play to end it. 5-4 the final, and the Bulls extend the series to tonight in Okotoks. The winner will face the Medicine Hat Mavericks, who have been waiting for a week after sweeping the Moose Jaw Miller Express.
It's unbelievable. I mean, you gotta love nights like this. We pride ourselves on being just a dirty blue-collar team, and this was a perfect example of that.
Are people looking at this and saying that we probably should have won this series sooner? Yeah, maybe if we didn't make some mistakes, but you know what? It's not a surprise. Lethbridge is battling.
The hammer came down on Alex Rodriguez today as Major League Baseball suspended him for the rest of this season and next. With more on A-Rod and the others that were brought down with him, here is Devin Dwyer.
Tonight, one of baseball's biggest stars faces one of the game's biggest penalties. Major League Baseball ordered Alex Rodriguez benched through 2014, a record penalty for using performance-enhancing drugs. Today, a dozen players, including Texas Rangers All-Star Nelson Cruz, also caught in the crackdown. They accepted 50-game suspensions effective immediately.
We want Major League Baseball to catch these people, to punish them, and to show kids, to show high school athletes that this is not what you want to be doing. This is dangerous for your body.
Sources say A-Rod plans to appeal his case, putting any suspension on hold while an arbitrator reviews the charges and alleged evidence. In the balance, the 38-year-old slugger's multi-million-dollar contract and his legacy as a 3-time MVP.
It doesn't matter what he comes back and does. He essentially now has been pegged as someone who is a doper for much, if not all of his career.
Tonight, A-Rod plans to put on a Yankees uniform for the first time since last October, determined to return from rehab at U.S. Cellular Field in Chicago. Outside the stadium, some of A-Rod's youngest fans had mixed reaction to the news.
He was good, but then once we found out that he cheated, then it was kind of over. If he stops, I think he should still come back.
In a statement, Baseball Commissioner Bud Selig said the suspensions were, quote, not only the right thing to do, but the only thing to do to maintain fairness and integrity in baseball. Devin Dwyer, ABC News, Yankee Stadium, New York.
Major League Baseball also handed down 50-game suspensions to 12 other players. A-Rod plans to appeal his suspension, but all these players have accepted their 50-game suspensions, giving them a chance to return for the playoffs. And there's your look at sports, Jackie.